Hi, Pamelia Bailey, CC of the Neighbors 2015. Today, I'm giving a tribute to Nipsey Hussel and Dr. Sebi. This poem comes from my heart, and their spirit came over me, and this is what I wrote. Nipsey Hussel, who was one of a kind, hustled from his trunk, not afraid to shine. He kept his music real. He rapped about the real deal. He rapped to the beat, to the sounds of the street. He spoke the truth, not from a preacher's booth. He knew both sides of the coin, being right or being in the crypts doing wrong. He decided to change, stop allowing himself to accept the blame game. He started out in his trunk, despite the companies and their junk. He wanted so much more. He decided to open up a store called Marathon clothing store in Hyde Park. He loved his community, Hyde Park. He loved his daughter, Imani. She was a spark. He tried to become a better man, not be a gang member, but they couldn't understand. He wanted to give back, looking back at the wrong he had acted. He believed in the black man who understands what it took to heal the black woman and black man. That was Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi was a man who took healing out of necessity and demand. He used himself for a cure before anyone else he would allow to endure. He tried to tell the world, every man, woman, boy, and girl, about his cure for AIDS, herpes, and more. The pharmaceuticals, see, they wasn't having it. So they choose to close him down for sure, for his cures to be no more. They put Dr. Sebi in jail and tried to kill him with his food in his jail cell. Now they all want to tell. He starved himself to death, not even being able to cure himself. Nipsey, he saw the importance of his work, that he would cure many of his hurt. 2 men who died upon a cross to expose the medical profession of the many lost. What I mean, for this is cruelty. It is for black folks who need to stand up and face reality. Nipsey tried to weather the storm, to talk to the police and the gang members, to walk arm in arm, to keep from doing the community any more harm. He looked to his community to build a better community, looked to the economy on how it should be for people like you and me. Giving back, giving jobs, helping the elderly and young folks with their moms and dads to stay out of mobs. Situations. It's so sad. He was a rapper for all times. He was the master of his rhymes. He was a gang member, Crips. Yes, he was. Changed his life just because. He strived with a humble mind, praying for better times. He cried as he tried to show the younger generations there is hope in every situation. Never, ever give up on your dreams, no matter how small they all seem. Always stand your ground, even when you get knocked down on the ground. Hoping that your life won't have to end, be it foe or be it friend. You never know the day or the hour when God will call you his flower to come and be with him through his love and through his power to this day and to this hour. Rarely do I see men of this kind trying to save mankind, who gave their life and their souls that the stories would be told. Nipsey Hussel and Dr. Sebi, you will never be forgotten. Back to nature and from the root must be extracted, just like the truth about natural cures. I honor my black men, two black men, Nipsey Hussel and Dr. Sebi today. You stood for truth in a healthy way. For all people to be cured and to stop being killed by those white men's lures. Medicate this and medicate that. These are the main reasons for your heart attack and cancer. You know why? Because they don't want you to know the answer. Nipsey, he loved him some Laura London. She was his soulmate, his heart, his friend, and even his thunder. She made him happy as can be. Congratulations, Laura and Nipsey, on a new baby, Baby Wonder. Their love was from the beginning to the end, made in heaven, that will never, never end. Nipsey Hussel and Dr. Sebi, we are forever grateful for the many cures, clothes, and food you put on our table. For the pages that you turned and the many life lessons that we learned. You opened our eyes to philanthropist enterprise. You opened your heart to the people at Hyde Park. The day you died affected so many lives. Your hopes, your dreams affected so many things. When you see our eyes, we can't help but cry. Now we gotta say goodbye. Why? Your work will live on as you requested. Now I know for a fact your death was destined. They did not want Dr. Sebi's medicine to matter. It didn't make them happy. It made them sadder. Home remedies, that's what it took in order for this man to take a look for a cure for himself, not knowing he'd be the testament of somebody else. He was a tall, handsome black man with a wife, Maul, by his side for over 30 years, holding his hands and drying his tears. He very determined and in demand for his cure and his knowledge. Did you know that black man didn't even go to college? He shared his cure out of love, just like Jesus Christ, the Son above. Two great minds met, destiny took a hold, put the love of these to the test. And now, the rest. To tell the truth about the real root medicine for the future generation. The white man didn't like that. He sicked his dogs on him to attack, one by one, to bring him down, to place him in the ground, to brutally murder both of these men. You know what? In God's eyes, that's a sin. People don't have no right to shoot, beat, stab anybody because of their life is shabby. They not God above. They not the jury. And they show not the judge. It's such a tragedy when a good man's life has been taken away from his new baby and his wife. Out of hatred we see through the killer's eyes of misery. See, Nipsey, he was a star, a humble man that took him far. He gave back to the community and didn't even show it. See, they didn't even know it. Dr. Sebi and Nipsey Hussel will be forever known, sung about in many, many songs, representing Hyde Park. That was where he started. Nipsey stood for justice and for right. Gunned down in broad daylight. There was no one to help, no one there to be his friend, no way to yell, bleeding to death as he fell. One more time, for one more breath, for the killer to kick him to his death. What a shame, and what a tragedy for the change in society that had to be. See, karma, it's a real thing. Most of us, we don't like what it brings. One day, 1 minute, 1 hour. You never know when God's going to call you to miss your todays or your tomorrows. When we look up and see the sky, Nipsey and Dr. Sebi is still standing by, keeping a watchful eye, hoping that their dreams will never, ever die, hoping that we will still carry on, that the cures and the work that they had just begun. Hoping that we will still carry on the cure and work that he had begun. To help our families to be healthy as can be, made from God's garden and from his tree. This poem is dedicated to two great men, Nipsey Hussel and Dr. Sebi, who now is visiting heaven, visiting God and his Son, showing them all the things that they have done. You know, everything done in the dark must come to light. That was a destiny, and that was their flight. That these cures will come to light. That's why Dr. Sebi worked day and night. Your memories will be forever remembered. Your fires were like timbers to shine great lights upon his discoveries, and his flight to be known every day and every night. They were both ahead of their times, being like men, being like minds, even being dying. They both stood for what they believed without a false truth or trying to deceive. Another two black men have been put in the ground. Black folks, what you gonna do? Just keep sitting down till they put you in the ground? Aren't you tired of sitting down? While they could put you in the ground, one by one, all doped up. Either you fucked up or you locked up. Black folks, stand up and see the real deal. Stop listening to the white man spiel. He looks you straight in your eye all the time while telling you a lie. Then, while cutting your neck, writes you out a government check. What do you expect when he straight steals your deal? Your dreams and your goals? Got your women swinging on a pole. He don't want you to educate. He wants you to medicate. Take this pill and take that pill just so he can wheel and deal. He takes what you got, your mind, your master, the whole lot. Now he acts like he's got all that. Now that's a matter of fact. He takes your soul, he puts a ring in your nose. You did all the work